Big night for salamanders. Secretive creatures dwell in the forest under crumbling logs and stones and fallen leaves. Hiding by day, emerging only at night, they are the spotted salamanders. Spring, summer, and fall, the salamanders feed on worms and insects. The winter comes, they nestle into tunnels and holes, and there they sleep. Until spring rain patters on the forest floor, seeping into the ground, loosening the soil. Deep in their winter burrows, the spotted salamanders stir. Rain tat-tatting on his hood, Evan runs from his school bus up the puddly driveway. He glances at the forested hills beyond his house and wonders, will tonight be the big night? Salamanders crawl up through thawing earth into the rain. The moist air bathes their delicate skin. Evan sips hot chocolate and peers at the thermometer outside the kitchen window. 42 degrees, he says. Will they come out tonight? Temperature's just right, says his mother. Hidden in darkness under dripping brush, salamanders creep down the hill, away from their secret forest home, following the scents that they remember toward the pool where they were born. At dinner, Evan's question floats above the raindrops' noisy chatter. Is tonight the big night? He asks. Could be, his father says. Warmest rain since winter. Let's go! Evan cries. His father smiles. Soon, he said. Across the road and through the trees, raindrops splash into vernal pools. Filled in spring with rainwater and melting snow, here salamanders breed. Evan clears the dishes from the table, then leaps for his raincoat. I'm ready, he calls. He grabs a flashlight off the shelf. His mother laughs. Hold on, she says. She wraps his flashlight in pink plastic. You don't want to startle them with the glare. Salamanders scrabbling down the slope are nearly at the road. Evan dashes towards the road. A car speeds past. Wait, his mother cries. Evan rushes back and tugs his parents' hand. Hurry, hurry, he says. We have to help them. Evan casts his light from side to side. Where are they, he asks. He bends quickly toward the road. Here's one, he cries. But he sees it's only a twig swirling past the pelting rain. Where are they? He demands. The rain comes down harder, pum-pumming on Evan's hood. A salamander inches silent onto the hard, wide, open road. I see one, Evan cries. He stuffs his mitten in his pocket and runs to the salamander. He holds his hand out in the rain. Then, with wet fingers, he lifts the soft, small body, smooth as a rubbery toy. Hey, hi, he says, gazing at the creature he's waited a whole year to see. You're back! The salamander smells like rain. Evan carries the salamander across the road and puts his hand down in the leaves. "You're safe now, salamander," he says. "Now go." The salamander's belly skims past his palm, her thin toes tickling Evan's fingers. The salamander steps from the boy's smooth fingers and edges down the brushy bank, journeying toward the vernal pool. Evan hears a motor. He jumps to the roadside and waves his flashlight up and down. A car slows to a stop. "You folks all right?" asks the driver. "We're fine," his father says. "But the salamanders." Another salamander stops in the road, stunned by the cold blacktop and the car's bright glare. "Wait," Evan calls. He picks up the salamander and shows it to the driver. "Nice critter," the driver says. "They have to lay their eggs," Evan insists. "Please, go slowly," says his mother. The driver waves and inches his car off into the night. Evan and his mother move their lights along the road. "Over here," his father calls. Evan runs to his father. "3." Evan counts. "4." Both hands are full as he carries the salamanders across the road. Salamanders slip into the vernal pool. Rippling, gliding, they move with greater ease and quickness than they had moved on the land. An hour passes. Evan stamps his cold feet back and forth to warm. 36, he calls. He spies another salamander. 37! He hops and swoops in a careful dance, watching out for the salamanders. "Big night," he crows. A car comes quickly. Evan waves his flashlight. "Stop!" he yells. "Keep to the roadside, Evan," his mother warns. She swings her light in furious strokes. Evan squeezes shut his eyes. "Slow down," his father bellows. The car skids to a stop. Its motor ticks above the quieter rain. "Is there anything wrong?" asks the driver. Slowly, Evan opens his eyes. He sees the road is clear of salamanders, and he lets out his breath. "I'll be right back," Evan calls, and he races up the driveway. The kitchen light is bright. Evan plucks his markers from the drawer, then rummages for cardboard and plastic wrap. Around and around, the salamanders swim in the vernal pool, under and over one another, lashing their tails, churning up the shallow water in a shimmery mating dance before they lay their eggs. Evan's mother and father follow him to the corner of the road. They shine their lights on his sign, dry under the plastic. And his sign says, "Go slow, salamander crossing." A car turns in the road. Evan jumps and holds his sign up higher. The driver stops. She rolls down her window. "I hope they cross just fine," she says, and then she backs her car around. "She read my sign," Evan sings. He smiles and a yawn slips out. "It's getting late," said his father. "But we have to help them," Evan pleads. "Not many cars out this hour," his father says. "We'll prop up your sign so drivers will see it." Evan turns toward home. His light falls on a salamander crossing in the middle of the road. He lifts the spotted creature and places her in the brush. "You'll make it, salamander," he whispers. "Now go." Over a week of nights, the salamanders breed and lay their eggs in the vernal pool. Then they leave the pool and crawl back to the forest. Several weeks later, from the eggs in the pool, salamander larvae emerge. The larvae grow, and toward the summer's end, they lose their gills and begin to breathe air. The young salamanders then leave the drying, disappearing water and journey to the upland forest, breathing in the scents of earth and plants along their way. They join the older salamanders in the forest. In late autumn, when the air grows colder, the salamanders nestle in their tunnels and holes, and there they sleep until one rainy night, the next early spring, the big night. The end. It's really cool here. They show the life cycle of a spotted salamander. I know a few of you have found eggs, you found spotted salamanders, and it's pretty cool to go to a vernal pool. I hope you all have a great day. See you later.